Welcome, Kiss Army, or for this episode, I'll call you Wild Animals, to an exciting look at history from four. That's right, four longtime fans. The show diving into the band and its 50 plus year career of songs, albums, makeup, lineup changes, no makeup again, makeup, no makeup, makeup, products galore, and the events surrounding it. And saying to ourselves, of course I like it, it's fun, and it's Kiss, but is it critical to history? Join us as we take on the band's second album without makeup, 1984's Animalize. Woo! This is Critical Kiss, 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 Kiss.
Critical Kiss tearing up the screen with the legends of rock. We're living the dream. Hard-hitting heads banging, never obscene. Critical Kiss, rock and roll supreme.
Update on the show. First of all, I want to shout out Facebook because it has blown up. We're like 2,500 followers on Facebook.
Wow.
Facebook is coming alive.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess I gotta
wild.
get Facebook.
All of our videos get, for the most part, positive reactions. There's a couple on the last one I posted, but I post the same stuff I post on Instagram on Facebook, but Facebook, just for whatever reason, has popped off. So shout out to Facebook. If you're on Facebook, if you like us on Facebook, if you haven't liked us on Facebook, go like us on Facebook. Instagram, the handle finally changed. Instagram killed that old dead page that had at Critical Kiss. So we're no longer Critical Kiss 1. It's Critical Kiss. Across the board, everywhere, Critical Kiss. YouTube subscribers have stalled out at 449.
Oh, come on, people.
Come on, people.
Come on, people.
So 51 subscribers away from a live stream and a giveaway.
Come on now.
So
Y'all can
share
do
it with your
Facebook
friends.
people over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Facebook.
Yeah. Costs you nothing to subscribe.
Nothing. And it means the world to us.
Yes.
Nothing else clout in the Kiss Army podcast realm. So subscribe and comment down below. Tell us your favorite track off Animalize. Tell us your least favorite track off of Animalize. What are your memories of Animalize live uncensored? Do you own it? Do you have it on VHS? Do you have it on DVD? So let us know. Let us know in the comments. All right. That's it.
I don't think I
We'll
own
see you
it.
next month.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, bye.
I thought you were about to say, I don't think I own Animalize.
Well, he does. It's just not opened.
It's not open.
No.
I have 57 copies, but they're not
I
open.
do on it, and it
Yeah,
smells like a
butt.
smells like a grandma's old basement.
Easy.
It's
I
got cobweb.
Y'all didn't know
It's
where I
got
was going to go with that.
cobwebs.
Didn't know where I was going to go with that.
I was scared.
Yes, I own this, and it is actually opened.
Look at you.
This is the only copy that I own.
This is
Okay,
the
I
only
only-
album that's opened.
I only
And
own
that's
one
my
as
only
well.
album. And Brant from In My Head channel. You can follow me over on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok, and what's the name of our t-shirt place?
TeePublic.
TeePublic. TeePublic and Patreon. You can support me at Patreon and support me at TeePublic. Buy some merch, buy a button, and anything to go to help keep the lights on. And but yeah,
It's summer, so legitimately, like, help us keep the lights on.
yeah, legit.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been along a little bit of a hiatus. I was telling the guys just before I started recording that I have actually been on vacation 3 weeks of the last month. So 2 different vacations, and well deserved, way overdue, and been wrapping up some stuff at work, the day job. And so I've got a bunch of things in the hopper that I'm working on. I just haven't been able to sit down and finish any of it. So I posted on my social media the other day that, kind of wellness check. I'm still alive. I'm still here. You can check me out over with the Critical Kiss guys until I can get some videos back up on my channel. I do appreciate everybody that has continued to watch videos and continue to subscribe, even though I've been on a little bit of a hiatus and interacting. I do read the comments and I try to get around to replying to all of them. As long as you're not being a jerk. If you're being a jerk, I'm just going to ignore you.
If you're being a jerk, I like to screenshot you and put you on Instagram. So
that's exactly right. I used to make videos where I hazed. I used to make videos where I hazed the people who left negative comments, but I'm trying to grow as a person. Not just this way, but I'm trying to grow as a person. So, but anyway, yeah, come and check it out. That's in my head across those platforms I mentioned.
Nice. Well, kids, let's read along.
Oh,
Let's read along.
shit.
I'm AJ at _AJ R Zetro 1975 on Instagram, and I also have AJ's Happy Fun Time channel on YouTube. So you want to come join and have some fun and watch me talk about whatever, horror, comics, wrestling, music, whatever I feel like. So
We should do something because they just announced today that Nightmare is getting another reboot.
which one?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare Before
Oh,
Christmas.
God.
Another reboot.
I like to stay 30 to 40 years in the past. That's
Yeah.
what...
If it's
But
not
that's
Robert
me.
Englund, I don't want it.
Exactly. So
He
yeah.
is Freddy.
Mm-hmm. So that's me.
I am Rick. My YouTube channel is It's All For You Demon. My Instagram is It's All For You Demon. And my book is Wax Night. And that's what we do at my channel. We wax nostalgia. And basically it's a collecting channel anymore. But I'm like Aaron. I like to stay 30 to 40 years in the past.
Modern day sucks. Modern
Keeps you
day
young.
sucks.
And I
Keeps you
hate
young.
to say it, but Kiss, you're losing me.
Uh-oh.
Dear God. Last couple releases. I'm going to stay in my 73 to 93 happy place.
Gotta go back. Yeah.
Yep, Rick, I got your book. I'm actually make a video about this. Came just before my first vacation. And I got your book and I am going to open it and make a video about it. I can't wait. I'm probably going to might do that later tonight after we get done because I've got the evening to myself. I might make that later. Just me and Rick's book. All alone in the house.
By candlelight.
Rick, when you were sitting and writing this book, you never thought that it's me and Rick.
Well, put a protective case on it.
Draw yourself a nice bubble bath. And I'm Joe, or as you people may know me, Tommy. And the rest of the world knows me as Tommy, except for that one guy who thought I was Joe.
Oh.
But I'm also wearing my Jets hat today, or one of my Jets hats today. So
my condolences.
to bringing it around to Joe. It's okay. I'm used to it. Nothing really. Oh yeah, go Bears, the Bears. Nothing in the pipeline other than this. So follow us at Critical Kiss on all social media. Maybe when I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just start my own channel and just do my own thing, kind of like what you guys do.
Okay.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Well, where's your side?
He's busy. We text every day, but he's just busy. So
What are you gonna do? Is it gonna be all Kiss or
no, that's here. It'll be everything. Kind of like what I was doing before with my solo videos, just
Mm.
hauls and talk about records. I don't know.
There you
Let
go.
me know in the comments. What should I do?
I think you should.
Yeah,
I think you should.
This is cool.
yeah. All right. Comments also. Let's name my new YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
There you go. And I need to start a podcast with my wife too.
Tommy's Winky Linky. That's what you call our emails.
Linky Linkies.
The Winky Linky.
And I really did have to make a stinky after I said that.
The Stinky Linky.
Hey, clean wipe, first try.
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
Standing up.
That I don't know the last time that happened, but it was
Nice.
awesome.
Those are few and far between.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes those can be phantom wipes, though. You're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like 3 minutes later, you get that DBI, that dirty butt itch. You're like, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
I gotta go to the corner of the house real quick.
I'll be
Oh,
right
man.
back.
You get up and fill your underwear. You get up and you fill your underwear stick. It's like
That's staying-
no.
That's staying in. And it just wafts upward, and you're like, oh, that's right.
That's when you really test your marriage. There you go. Here you go.
here you go, honey. Here's one for the laundry.
Can you grab the bleach?
My wife would be like, "Thrill's gone."
Yep.
Wash it in the pool.
Just cut a hole out of it, make it your erotic underwear. Turn it around. All right.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. All right. Critical moments. Critical moments. That's
critical
staying
moments. All right. So,
in.
well,
Leave it to Joe.
here's some interaction possibility. If you like Tommy said, if you were alive when this album came out, and you bought this album when it came out, because this album sold a lot. I was talking about before we got started that I read a stat that this was the highest selling Kiss album since Dynasty. It sold platinum very quickly. It went to number 19 in the US charts, had 2 singles, and it had Heaven's on Fire and Thrills in the Night. And it was produced by Paul, basically. Gene was an associate producer, but we know that's just a title only.
Yeah, that's to get some extra Kiss ash.
Drum
He's like,
tracks.
turn the bass up.
Hey,
That
what did Lick It Up go to on the charts? Was it like 37 or something like that?
Yeah, it didn't chart as high as this did.
Maybe 20 something.
Yeah.
23 maybe? I
Yeah.
don't know.
And a lot of people hate this cover. I actually like this cover. A lot of people, sometimes we don't talk about covers all the time, but sometimes we do. We're not really always consistent.
Well, last month it was pretty boring of a cover.
Yeah.
But we did talk about it.
I like that I like that they flipped it. Like instead of this being the front cover, that this is the back cover. And then they made something normally that would be a back cover, the front cover. And I like that they did that.
But to me, it should have been the nails.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was on the back of the shirt.
Yeah.
On the back of the shirt. Yeah.
It should have just been a black cover with that logo in the corner and then those nails.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
Let's see. So Michael James Jackson produced drum tracks. And what's funny is I didn't realize this. And, sometimes when I'm doing research, I discover stuff that I didn't know or I knew and forgotten. But I didn't realize that Michael James Jackson actually passed back in 2022 due to COVID complications and pneumonia. So I was like, oh, so rest in peace, Michael. And this also filmed the day after Mr. Carr's birthday.
Yeah.
Rocking my Click T-shirt, Ed over there. And these don't call Ed or don't email Ed or go to the website bugging him about the Eric Carr shirt that you see on my channel all the time. This was a very limited edition, and he don't sell it anymore.
Yeah.
But he's got a bunch of other really cool shirts over there on Click T Shop.
And shout out to Guitar Nut Tees as well. They have Eric and Bruce Kulick stuff. So that's where my Eric Carr shirt's from.
This
Cool.
was real significant in the fact that Heaven's on Fire is such a huge hit for them. It was a radio hit. Even to this day, it's the second or third most streamed Kiss song behind I Was Made for Loving You, and it usually swaps with Rock and Roll Over or Rock and Roll All Night. They kind of swap back and forth. It was Mark St. John's only album with the band. He did not actually fully play all the guitars on the album. And he was super hard to work with in the studio. He only played 2 full shows and one that was recently released as soundboard. He was replaced by Bruce, who also played on the album uncredited. And Gene is replaced on bass on every track that he does not sing on. He only plays bass on his songs. He was busy filming Runaway and producing bands like Black and Blue during the recording. And like we talked about, this album was so big for the band that I remember Heaven's on Fire. I remember going to the record store the day that this came out, picking it up. The video for Heaven's on Fire was already on MTV. It was huge. It was a huge song, huge video, very heavily requested. And this was kind of like that era that I was a sophomore in high school, I believe, 84, 85, I was 15, 16. It was cool to be a Kiss fan. I remember wearing my Animalize shirt that I picked up at the tour. I saw them 2 times on this tour. I saw them in Charlotte and Johnson City, Tennessee. A guy that my mom worked with. I wasn't old enough to drive at the time. And a guy that my mom worked with took me to both of the shows. But I remember it was just a cool time to be a teenager and be a Kiss fan because it was cool. The Kiss was cool. And even though they were aging, it was cool to be a Kiss fan. Like we knew that, like, other people are like, oh yeah, Kiss, that guy's from the 70s, but they used to wear the makeup. Because a lot of bands, from the 70s into the 80s were adapting and modifying to live in this new era of music. You see a lot of bands do it. You either adapt or you don't sell records anymore. And I think it's kind of funny that there's a track on here that I'm going to talk about later and how it became an influence for somebody that Kiss then turned around and tried to emulate in just a few short years. But we'll talk about that when we get into the tracks. But I think this album was huge for the band. And I think it is a very critical album to history and to the catalog as a whole. Maybe not individual tracks, but just due to the fact that it also had the video, the concert on MTV, and it's just, and like I said, I was just thinking back whenever we're doing these, since I was still a Kiss fan at this time. I've never really totally jumped ship, but they were still kind of at the forefront with some of the other competing bands that was getting my attention at the time. Because a lot of Rat and Motley Crue and stuff was going on while I was listening to this band. It hadn't got to 1987 yet when Guns N' Roses would hit, and Guns N' Roses, when they hit, they basically consumed me because I loved Guns N' Roses so much and still love them to this day. Huge Guns N' Roses fan. But once Guns N' Roses hit, they kind of consumed my musical appetite, and almost everything kind of fell to the wayside.
Appetite.
Appetite. Yeah,
You said
they
it.
consume my appetite, my destruction. But this album is really cool. And I look back on it. We'll get into I'll get into thoughts about it in a little bit. But to me, I think this was a very critical moment for the band. So you guys discuss.
Well, this is still my original one that I got when I was 9, 10.
Nice.
The original one, and you know, and the third one I got as it was actually released. So there's a lot of memories to this for me. I like it a lot. Um, the other two before were a little better, but man, there's some definite memories for me for Animalize, because it was just, I don't know, it was a good time. That like I always say, that 8 to 11-year-old age for me was the best time of my life as a kid. The best cartoons, the best TV shows, the best music at the time. It was just a really good toys, of course, GI Joe and all that. All that stuff. He-Man. It was a really good time for me. So yeah, I still have and I played it. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, and only a couple of skips. Not too bad though. So a definite childhood memory for me. And yeah, can't wait to start talking about it.
I'm the same. I was 10 when this record came out, and we couldn't have satanic rock in my house. So my friend Sean Wiley had Shout at the Devil on cassette and then
Oh,
this on cassette. This is the
nice.
first time ever seeing a Kiss cassette. And I remember I got to the second track and I was like, nope, can't do this. You know, and, I just Brett Parker, my next door neighbor, when he got the full catalog on CD when I was in high school, his Animalize was a jazz CD. It actually was a Kiss disc, but the music on it was jazz. And I don't know why, but Danny and I rewrote the lyrics to Rock the Casbah all about this his jazz CD, and we called it "I've Had Enough Into the Fire with My Kiss Jazz." And just like memories like that. And
So what was it, like jazz or like
yeah,
Queen
it was like
jazz?
it was like a jazz CD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just
And
got mislabeled at the
yeah,
factory.
but it had,
Oh wow.
and I mean, who knows, like he could sell that if he still had it, if he could sell that as a variant
Oh
on.
yeah.
Hmm.
Somebody
But I
eat it
just
up.
there's something
John
about
5.
this record when our mall had a head shop in it called Martin Enterprises, and it had all the leopard bandanas and the spiked wristbands and the fingerless gloves, and so this is my Martin Enterprises record. This is the 1980s, bandanas around your jeans.
Hmm.
This record, and that's what I always go to with this record. This is like the 80s metal Kiss. And I always get into it around the fall for some reason because I get kind of heavy metal hot face in the fall.
Hmm.
Lots of good memories with this. And I just like Aaron said, the other ones, the previous albums were better, but this is a fun one to have. And my buddy FL Dog has 25 copies of this on ABBA, and none of them are repeats. They're all different variants. Foreign
Holy shit.
pressing plants, 25.
Yeah.
Wow.
Follow FL Dog and see his 25 Animalize
Well,
vinyl.
I talked to him the other day. He said that was like his gateway
Yeah.
record, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So I mean,
okay. That's why.
Yeah, that's
you got Dynasty, and he's got that, and I guess I have Alive too, but I only have like two versions of Alive too. So
That's like me
I'll
with
find that one with the misprint. One of these days, I'll run across the misprint one, and I guess that'll be the trifecta for me for Alive
Yeah.
too.
yeah. It's like me with Destroyer. All the different copies of Destroyer I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, we all have a thing. We all have a thing.
Mine has become all things, unfortunately. Um,
There's the name of your YouTube channel. All
All
things,
things, unfortunately,
all things, unfortunately,
with Tommy.
with Tommy.
So this album, I was -3 when this came out, by the way. Um,
Yes, you were.
this album though, I remember was one of the only ones I had two albums by Kiss that I'd never had on CD. And I almost got Animalize for this episode, but I didn't. So it was Animalize and Destroyer. I had those, like Rick was talking about cassettes. This is one that I only had cassette because then I was like, I already have it. It's on cassette. So I don't really need it on CD because I'd rather get a new one instead of have the same one. Now it's become a problem. But yeah, I remember getting this because I got it from a kid on my bus. We were sitting in the the back seat of the bus. He was on one side, I was on the other side. And then he was like, "Hey, I know you like Kiss." He gave me this and Revenge
Nice.
on cassette. And I already had Revenge on CD, but I was like, you know what? Why not? I can have it can go in the car. The cassettes were car music.
Yeah.
So
and two of the horizontal album covers on cassette.
yes.
Yeah, I
Animalize
love,
and Revenge.
I
Is
love,
that
I
is
love the
that
horizontal.
what does your cassette actually look like? What's the color of it? Because mine was like
Is it the
tan.
beige one?
Okay, yeah,
It's the
yeah.
white one.
That's the one I had too.
Yeah, I've seen the white and the beige, like the tan, like you're talking about.
And then the clear was probably like the remasters on cassette, right?
Yeah, clear. I think clear cassettes were a little further along in the.
Yeah, I think that was 97
Mhm.
when they
I
still
remember my
released
first.
cassettes.
I remember the first time I had Appetite for Destruction when it came out. I didn't have it on album. I actually had it on cassette, and it was the clear cassette that had that smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The smell
Like
that I can.
like tortillas. That was my Crazy Nights one. Crazy Nights was the first one I had that was clear, and it smelled like tortillas, or maybe it's just because I'm Mexican or half Mexican. I don't know.
Wait. Corn or flour tortillas?
Corn.
Oh, okay. That's all I can
It
have.
ain't real Mexican if you ain't eating corn tortillas now.
I love corn tortillas.
Like, is it just me? These smell like tortillas.
So before we get to tracks, let's all share something on Animalize Live Uncensored. Either the first time we watched it or when we got it on home video or whatever.
Oh my God.
Let's share something there. Because we have to talk about it.
I remember watching it on MTV. I remember MTV hyped it up that it
Nice.
was going to be coming, and I remember watching it on MTV. And apparently, I wasn't aware, but that they had broadcasted on the radio. I was never really aware of the broadcast of the radio until you actually saw it on MTV and Paul talking about how it was going out over the radio and it was being recorded for a concert for MTV. I used to know this concert. I watched it today, and there were some little gems in it that I had forgotten about.
Love it.
But this was one of those concerts that once I got the VHS tape that I literally wore the tape out. I do want to get it again sometime. These are one of the things that they should re-release on
Yes.
DVD or something. They should Blu-ray, upscale it, do something. But and rather than the horrible versions of it you have to see on YouTube, if you don't have the VHS. But this is one of those things that during the summer of '85, me and my friend Scott, we watched this video over and over and over and over and knew it front to back. I know the drum solo front to back, the little thing that Eric and Gene do together, do 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 do. I know all that. And Paul's, and I'd forgotten how cringy Paul's banter was, but at the same time, it's funny. Like
the
the one where he's like talking about where's Gene, the guy with the tongue? And he's like,
Uh-huh.
Gene's up there going, no, no, no. And he's like, that's the baby had the longest fucking tongue I've ever seen. And Gene's like, yeah, just their banter. And even
Oh
though
man.
you don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but watching them on the stage, on that, they were at least giving the visual that they were having a blast,
Yep.
like just playing off of each other and running all over the stage and kicking, and even Gene running around the stage and kicking with his wig on.
Didn't Paul leave an interview comment later saying that he was embarrassed by trying to cuss so much during that tour?
I think so.
I
'Cause,
mean,
like, he said it was very out of his, like, it was forced.
and you can almost feel it
It
because I
worked
mean,
good.
he just would drop the F-bomb just for no reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think that was what they felt like was required
Yep.
to do to be cool. And yeah, I mean, it does feel weird just to see Paul doing it and some of the banner that he has and some of the stories he has. But even though they're cringy and cheesy and everything, I found myself when I watched the video today, I found myself laughing to
Oh
every
my
single
God.
one of the stories. I'm just like, this is freaking hilarious, dude. It's just like it's so funny.
He sounds like a
But
kid who just learned how to cuss.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
And like the stories are trying to, he's almost like, Rick, like you're talking about some of the books in the late 70s, they were written geared towards kids, that
Oh, yeah.
scholastic era of kids. It's like all of Paul's banner was geared towards 80s teenagers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What 80s teenagers want to hear. They want to hear the story about, popping off his short, popping off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All the things that all the
That
stories
nurse
that
had the biggest tits I'd seen in a long time.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And and then you catch and what I also laughed at just as much was the shots of the audience because I'm like, my
Mm-hmm.
God, I look like most of those kids. There's this one dude with his mullet, and he's just so proud of that thing. And I had a mullet too. It was bleached blonde. I was
Uh-huh.
naturally brown headed, and I had a bleach blonde mullet in 86, 87. So I was just like, man. So it's
They were
but I
they were
love go
trying to
ahead.
connect with the Fast Times at Ridgemont High crew, even though it was
Exactly.
a couple years
Exactly.
later, but still.
Or what they thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But
The kids from vocational tech.
the shop class kids, the vocational tech kids. But I
Kids
will
that
tell
like
you
Hank
this.
Williams Jr. and Kiss.
And John Bender.
and went out to the smoking section at the high school, when we had those.
Yep.
But I went to this concert. I went to two concerts on this tour. And let me tell you,
Wow.
I had a blast. I remember having a blast. On one, we were on the lower level, and the second concert we went to, I can't remember which one. I think we might have been on the lower level for the one at the Charlotte Coliseum, which is now the Bojangles Arena, and the other one I think I had gotten general admission seats for the one in Johnson City, Tennessee. And it's only like a 2-hour drive from here, but I just remember thinking, because I live near Charlotte, but I just remember thinking that the Johnson City drive seemed like we were driving halfway across the country to get there. But we were on the floor, and I just remember that feeling of being crushed around people and just everybody lifting their hands up and pumping a fist. And it was awesome. It was one of the things that got me addicted to going and seeing concerts during that time. So, I would continue to go see bands like Motley Crue and Rat and Ozzy and Metallica and stuff like that during that time from like 86, because this was 85. So it'd been 86, 87, 88, 89. Yeah, I probably saw the most concerts in those 4 or 5 years than I've seen in collectively all the other years of my life. because that's what we did. It was like, what concert are we going to? You know, you get tickets for 20, $30 back then. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I think I have an, and Tommy, I'll send it to you so you can pop it up. But I
Okay.
think I have one of my ticket stubs from this show, from this tour somewhere.
Yeah, send a pic and I'll throw it up there.
Yeah.
AJ?
Oh my God. Well, you gotta remember at the time my only exposure to any live Kiss was at that point was the 3-2-1 Contact episode, which was just parts. This was the Solid Gold. Was that what it was? Solid
Mm-hmm.
Gold,
Solid gold. Yep.
and that was about it, really. I mean, I never saw. So when I saw that at the video store, because when we would rent movies, which was usually every Friday, it was horror or music. And that was my thing. My dad was like action and action, and mom got pushed to the back. So, but when I rented it, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. It's like this is Kiss Live. I wish I had a makeup live video, but this is great. And I rented it several times, and you know, mom wasn't too thrilled about the foul language, but it's like, it was fun. It was such a good time, and I rented it several times. I never owned it in any way, but man, it was such a good time with that. It's like, let's rent Animalize again. It's like, well, you already rented it. Well, rent it again.
Yeah.
It's like,
Buy me the damn thing, even though it's
I know. Well, back then it
89.99.
was probably $99
Yeah.
to buy it. But yeah, and the Paul banter, and then the music, and then it's all up like two beats because I don't know, they're just excited to be there. But that's not you know I'm like, yes. So I love this video, and I still love it now. And I have a copy that Tony P burned me, and it's got like the Japanese on the bottom, that like this, I'm like, whatever. It still looks and sounds good, but that's my DVD version. The version that Tony, it means even more to me now. So um yeah, good stuff. I love it.
It's funny you say that because I was going to mention Tony P as well. Um, I became a fan in '88, so I have no memories of this concert before '88. And Danny would rent it a lot. And around that
Yeah.
time, I was learning to play guitar. And so for some reason, the Gene bass solo stuck with me. And I
Mhm.
just remember like learning that. And I was like, oh, wow. I learned a Gene Simmons lick. Well, when Tony P burned that for you, we must have been in a group chat. And
Mhm.
I used to know that Gene bass solo. And I went and grabbed my guitar and I came out and I totally remembered it I mean, it had been decades since I had
That's
played
awesome.
that. And I remembered it note for note and I recorded it for you guys and I sent it to you in that group chat. And
Hmm.
it's just like, that's one of my favorite memories of Tony P. And
Yeah.
I just I don't know, that bass solo is so lame because like he can't spit blood, so he's like boom 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 boom
Yeah.
boom 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 boom. Like I mean, come on, but it's so much fun, and I believe
Yep,
he does the axe bass when he's doing it.
Hmm.
I
Yes,
think so. Yeah.
and that's probably why I liked it a lot too because I had just become a fan, so like I was in love with the makeup era, and like he looked cool with the axe bass and. But they play way too fast. But yeah, it's a core memory of my high school life, just renting it. No, I've never owned it. I never
Yeah.
owned it back then. I've never owned it today. I need to rectify that.
Yeah, I actually have to get a new copy of it. When I first got it, the first time I saw it was at my friend Jimmy's house. Because I remember the first time I ever went to his house, we walked in and it was like you go in through the basement and then go up the stairs to the living room. And his mom had it sitting on she had like a TV tray beside her recliner and it was just sitting there. And like the kind of pinstripe or horizontal lines that the VHS cover has. And so we watched it there. That was the first time I ever seen it. I fell in love with it. And I was probably like 14 then. So I never saw it again other than that copy until I was 16. And I can tell a story. It's not on my record, so I can tell it. So I got I got in trouble for going to buy a certain extracurricular um grass. So I was on house arrest for 10 days.
Oh my
And
God.
the only the o- or no, I was on house arrest for a month. But the only
Oh
time
shit.
I could leave my house was to either go to work or my mom had to be with me. So at the time I worked at Hastings, which Rick knows well.
Wait, this
And
was court ordered?
no. I did have to do community service, but I did that
Oh
at the
my-
hospital. Yeah. I did that at the hospital and I was in the laundry room.
Okay.
You want to talk about some crazy people.
Yeah.
I bet all those people that work in that laundry room were Kiss fans. I guarantee it. Anyways, so the second day of house arrest, my mom took me to Hastings and she's like, "You can get anything you want in here that's under $30 because I didn't raise a narc." She was so proud of me for not narking out where we got it from. So,
Wow.
so shout out to my mom. I hope she doesn't get mad that I outed her on that because I'm sure will
Was your
watch
mom a
this.
good fella? What the hell?
No, she was just cool. I guess. I guess you can call that cool. Um,
Yeah, no, that's cool.
so Hastings had the Portuguese copy of Animalize on DVD. I still to this day don't know if it was bootleg or official, whatever. Somehow they got the rights. I don't know. I'm assuming it's bootleg, but I've seen other people have it as well. So that's my story behind Animalize Live Uncensored. And to
Nice.
this
Did
day,
you,
I've
did you,
probably watched that concert more than any other concert.
so did you
Yep.
watch it the whole time you were just
Oh
at home?
yeah. Oh
Mm.
yeah, every day, multiple times. That and Dice Rules were on rotation.
That's rules.
Yep.
Did you have an ankle bracelet?
No.
No.
But I was paranoid as shit. Like I was always looking at outside the window. Like, stay in school, kids, and don't do drugs.
Oh, brother boy.
Oh, there he is.
Always has to make an appearance.
I mean
Yep.
that was 23 years ago. So I've grown up since then.
23 years ago. How old are you now, though?
39.
Holy
I
crap.
was 16. Yeah, I'm just a baby. Remember?
See, if I would have done that, my mom would have murdered me. No,
Right.
Yeah.
she wouldn't have taken me to Hastings and bought me Animalize.
That was part of my growing up. That was like I was we grew up like you guys probably know. You were scared of the police. You were scared of like of God. You were scared of the principal. Like, but the main thing, mom. Like
To
you
this
know,
day,
Chris, mom, my mom, hillbilly from Alabama. I'm like that was my main thing to like kind of stay, good, sort of. I never. First time I got drunk, I was 21. I still to this day never did drugs because I know Martha Kate is going to beat the shit out of me if she catches me. I'm like, no, you're 50. Go ahead, do it. No, Martha Kate's going to kick my ass. The crazy lady from Alabama. So I'm like,
good for you.
so that
I
was a good
respect that.
deterrent. Good deterrent, man. I had a wine cooler when I was 20. Never got drunk though. Didn't until my 21st birthday because I knew I'm scared of the police, scared of my mom beating the shit out of me if I came home drunk. So,
The first,
but
the
I
first, Yeah, the first time we ever watched a porn at somebody's house, I went home and told my mom we did because I was so paranoid. And I felt
Boo!
like I know, right? I mean, she
And
didn't
how,
tell any of the
You
other kids.
narked on yourself.
No, I know, I just knocked on myself. Like
and how old were you?
12?
Fourth grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth grade. China Lee. That was the first one. China Lee. I don't even know. I think that was the name of it.
Yeah, I was 10.
Yep. And we were all like, like half of us were like, oh, and then the
That's-
other half were like putting a pillow, like
That's probably fourth grade, right? 10?
11, yeah, 11, 12-ish. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then all of a sudden the two most feared words you heard when we were watching it, the kid's house we were at, he looks out the window and goes, my dad. So we ran down and blew out of the house. I'm like, I hope the kid to get in trouble, but I remember like
Well, if he didn't then, he's getting in trouble now. Good
Gotta
job,
put that
AJ.
counter on 0.
Yeah. Yep.
Go, run.
This tape ain't where I left it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's like, I gotta rewind it to where you had it at.
Gotta rewind it the scene my dad loves the best.
Yeah, then you think about exactly. You think about it, you're like, ew. That's only 3.5 minutes into the movie.
Just make sure the camera's on the guy when 'cause that's when he finishes.
China
Oh,
Lee, though.
jeez.
China Lee. That was the name of it. Or her name, I don't know. You never forget your first time, kids.
That's right.
It wasn't China Silk, was it? With Kristera Harrington, was it?
Well, I don't know. I just remember China Lee. Look it up. Google it.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yeah. Google it like on private though.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons. Yes. Remember when I told you that one time to play this one bass part louder? Yeah. So I'm the associate now. Turn the volume up. All right. There's my credit.
Yeah, I think the only reason he was credited as being a producer was just because he was still original partner in the band, original.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at this point in time. Well, Eric was considered an official member, but he was the last.
My wife asked me to close the door. I said,
Mhm.
why? She said, because I don't like listening.
Okay.
Um,
I was like, all right, then.
Being too
She
loud.
probably smelled your ass. That's what it was.
Probably.
Close the door. What, when you were using the bathroom, or when you're in the closet talking to us?
When I'm in the closet.
Oh,
Close the door when you
I
take
think-
a
I was
leak.
getting ready to see. I was getting ready to say,
I-
you know,
I
You
think
know the-
she hears enough about Kiss, I think. She's over
you know, the
it.
honeymoon is over when you're in the bathroom brushing your teeth and your partner comes in and takes a dump.
No.
Oh, that
No.
yeah, that already happens. That's been happening since the beginning.
No.
I can't do that.
We aren't shy.
No.
My wife will
Well,
she'll come out of the bathroom and she's like, "You do it on purpose, don't you?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Piss all over the floor in front of the toilet." And I'm like, "I'm a
Yep.
56-year-old man. No, I do not do it on purpose."
I just say I didn't do that. That's you.
It's hard wrangling in this hose, babe.
You can't lie to them. They know.
Well, we got two shitters, so that's good.
Yeah,
She got
we do
hers, I
too.
got mine.
Yeah,
We do too.
yeah, we've got 3. When I want some peace and quiet, I come up here to the one right here on the second floor.
There you go. And just shit with the door open. That's the
Never
best
gets
thing.
used. I have to come up here and flush the toilet every so often, so all the water don't evaporate out of it.
It just feels like it comes out so much better when the door's open. It feels easier.
You should put your legs up on the
You
sink.
got to take off one shoe and
Yeah.
remove a pant leg.
Yeah,
Yep.
move the pant leg so you can spread your legs further. Yeah.
Yeah, put it up on the sink.
And the cat likes to sit. The cat likes to sit in my
Oh
fucking
no.
underwear while I do it.
My little small dog Dixon will do that. She'll come
I'm
and
like, get
she'll
the fuck
sit.
out of here, dude. I'm
She'll come and
shitting.
she'll get in my underwear in between my legs when I'm sitting there using the bathroom. She does that too. It's the weirdest thing.
Separation anxiety.
Yeah.
And there's our promo clip right there.
There you go.
Just that. What the hell are these guys talking
What?
about?
I thought this was a Kiss podcast.
Brought to you by Metamucil.
It's a Pith podcast.
A fifth podcast. Okay, tracks. Let's see. I've had enough Into the Fire, track 1, starting the album off. Paul plays bass on this song. Alan Schwartzberg does drum overdubs.
Drug
Al-
overdubs.
Was he
Drum
Gene's
overdubs.
solo bass or drummer?
What's that?
Was he Gene's solo drummer?
Yes, he was.
And he also played on The Elder.
Mm-hmm. He did that
And
he played the whole track of I because they said
yeah,
Eric couldn't get the shuffle right.
yeah. What he played on something else too. Something on, was it on Lick It Up?
He kind of seems to be their kind of like their heavy hitter when it comes
Yeah.
to them bringing him in to do something that they can't quite get out of Eric
Yeah.
or couldn't, whatever.
Or couldn't get out of a drum
Could-
machine. on
right.
Hot in the Shade.
Yeah. But he's actually has drum overdubs on a few songs on this album. Into the Fire is one of them. It just says drum overdubs. So you really don't know what it means, if he's doing fills or what is he doing or whatever. But this was a song that was written by Paul Stanley and Desmond Child. And I like Into the Fire. I think it's a hell of a way to start this album off. And once again, it's Paul starting the album off in the vein that he feels like the album is going to go. And I think it pretty much kind of flows in the vein or visual or whatever it is that he's wanting. And I know that, talk about Paul Stanley's opening lines. I know that this opening lyric in this song is my friend Scott's one of his favorite. We've sat down and talked about what's some of your favorite lyrics, and we'll just sit there and talk about it. And he's always like, man, I always love that line. How many times have they lied with the truth in their eyes? And I'm like, that is a good line. That's an awesome. That's a Paul Stanley. I mean, who knows if it's Paul Stanley, Desmond Child, but I like this song. I like the out of the cold into the fire. Some of the background vocals they have on this album are really cool. I think it's critical to the album. Critical to the catalog, critical to history, probably not. But I definitely think it's critical to the album. So I would give it a yes, a no, and a no.
Well, you know me, I love a good kick you in the face intro our album starter. So
Mm-hmm.
I do like this song a lot. I really, and you even get to the Raptors, well, Raptors, Paul, and yeah, it's a good starter, good intro to an album. So I give it a critical to the album, yes. Catalog, probably not. History, definitely not. But no, solid opener for me. So I like it.
Solid opener for me as well. Creatures of the Night, I felt had a great start. Lick It Up, Exciter didn't do it for me. This brought it back to another great Paul Stanley pumping track right
Yeah.
from the beginning. Great ending as well. I love how they end this song. One of the most cumbersome titles of a Kiss song ever. Critical to the album.
Can you give us the definition of cumbersome?
Critical to the album. Yes. Catalog, no. History, no.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Great opener. Love the dive right at the beginning. I mean, it's like boom. To this point, this is Kiss's heaviest song. in my opinion. And Rick, to your point, I was going to mention this is our version. I think collectively, this is our Creatures of the Night 2 song.
Yeah.
Song Creatures of the Night, not the album. But this, like you said, he's going back. Like he almost had it with Exciter. It was good, but it's not. It was too much trying to be. But with the dive, like I was saying, Creatures of the Night has that dive right before the solo hits. And this, it's at the beginning, and you get a couple throughout. And there's another song, I think, for sure. But I don't know how much more we get that on this album, but I'm assuming it's Mark St. John.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think Bruce was doing that yet.
The solo on this is, from everything that I've been able to find, is Mark St. John.
Okay.
It sounds like his style.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's a little more Vinnie Vincent than Bruce Kulick.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
was kind of in the middle of the two.
Yep.
Yeah. And I love that
So-
they just blistered it with a solo like from the very beginning. Like
Mhm.
he's a few bars in and he's smacking into a solo.
Yeah, he's ripping.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna give it yes to the album, of course. I'll give it yes to the catalog just based on the strength as an opener. But History, no, even though I know most people, this is probably their favorite song off of Animalize.
Mhm.
And they performed it once or twice, maybe? Or no, I'm thinking of King of the Mountain on Asylum.
Yeah. Okay. Track number 2, Heaven's on Fire, the huge hit off of this album. Great video. I love the video. I love the video. Another Paul Stanley, Desmond Child song. And Paul plays bass. Alan Schwartzberg does drum overdubs again. Same thing as kind of like with Into the Fire. So Paul plays bass on this. This is a party song. I have been out and about and I've seen cover bands do this song. I have been in a place like a Buffalo Wild Wings or out in a bar or whatever, and this song come on the jukebox, and people freaking love this song, and they know it from the beginning. When it breaks into the woo, you'll hear people woo, and it just breaks into that simple, keep it stupid. Like, to me, I like Heaven's on Fire better than I like Lick It Up. They're both stupidly simple songs, but Heaven's on Fire is just more of a party to me than Lick It Up is. And I never get tired of it. I've heard this song. This is one of the Kiss songs I've heard more times than I can count, but I don't have fatigue towards it. The only really thing that I kind of slight this song on is the solo's just so non-existent. And I honestly think that has to be maybe Paul Stanley playing that solo, because it's just so, it's just so non-existent. But it's got all little gimmicks, getting closer, baby, hear me breathe. Everybody loves that part. You'll see people, you'll see grown-ass adults in a bar start going, so
Hope they didn't have garlic parm wings.
right. Garlic parm at the B-dubs.
That's right.
But hey, keep the fire over there. My grandma, talking about Rick, grew up in a religious household. Mine was semi that way as well. My grandma was very old school, Church of God, fire and brimstone religion. And she hated this song. She hated Heaven's on Fire. I mean, they talk about heaven being on fire, so she hated
My mom, I remember my mom saying that exact same thing.
talking about heaven being on fire. That's satanic. My mom, there's not a demon. My grandma, there's not a demon behind every bush, okay?
And I don't really think that's the heaven he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's Kiss, people.
Right.
There's someone at my door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
He's talking about like herpes or something.
Yeah.
Godfrey, yeah. My
He's
heaven's on
talking
fire.
he's talking about well, I mean, it starts off with I look at you and my blood boils hot. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
feel my temperature rise. So he's
I think it's
basically
the physical act of,
yeah.
yeah.
or it
They're
Oh
could
in
yeah,
be
that too.
or it could be a stripper named Heaven.
yeah, yeah. Heaven's on fire. I mean, what was it? Brian Adams said, called it heaven. Find it hard to believe we're in heaven and heaven's on fire. I mean, who knows? I just think it's well, I don't want to say that just yet because Rick's not here. Between the first song and the second song, how they both have a reference to
Fire.
flame.
Yeah.
Gene's going to go in one direction. Gene's going to go, Paul's going in one direction, and Gene's going to go in the opposite direction. But I think Heaven's on Fire. I think it's yes all the way across the board. It has to be. Because the video was huge and people that aren't Kiss fans know this
Yeah.
song, and it's one of the biggest Kiss songs out there, the one that has maintained. And you hear this thing on freaking Hair Nation, you can hear it on 80s Rewind, 80s at 8, you hear this thing. I heard this song on one of those adult contemporary fusion channels that
Wow.
plays
Oh wow.
everything. Yeah, they pulled out
That's
Heaven's
crazy.
on Fire one day, and I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" They just got finished playing Air Supply and Lost in Love, and now they're hitting Heaven's on Fire. So, it's to me, it's yes, is all the way across.
All the way across.
Yeah.
Same here. Just gonna jump right in there. Yeah, 3 across for me. I remember seeing the video the first time, being so excited about it. And yeah, I mean, like you said, it's everyone can sing it, everyone knows it. You get everyone can just chant along, and it's a fun party song. So yeah, 3 across the board for me. I love this song. Still fun now. So
And Brant, like you said, when your grandma said that, remember where I was sitting on my bed and my mom said something about that song, Heaven's on Fire. They're talking about burning heaven. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
yeah.
I was in the 4th grade and I knew it wasn't that. I was just like so depressed.
Oh,
But 3 across the board for me.
yep.
I do feel like AC/DC would do the song better.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Imagine those chords.
yeah.
Yeah.
That voice.
Except for the beginning.
Yeah, of course, except for
Right, yeah.
but imagine
Well,
those simple chords and that voice. This would have been an amazing AC/DC song.
And then you go right into Highway to Hell. That's good. Good. Wow, I never thought of it. Now I
Yeah.
hear it. Now I won't unhear it.
I'm hearing it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 3 across the board for me. It's a hit for a reason. Like you said, Brant, it's Paul Stanley and Desmond Child, the hit machine himself. And you can tell. You can just tell. This is very You Give Love a Bad Name. This is very Living on a Prayer. Easy, simple. Tells a story, even though some people misinterpret the story, but it's a banger for sure. I don't get sick of it either. And yeah, like you said, Brant, everybody that I know, that even if they don't like Kiss, they like this song because
Mhm.
it's a good. Kiss has never been metal, in my opinion. They've gotten close, but they're not metal. But this is just a good hard rock pop song. It's a pop hard rock song. And the first time I saw Kiss was the farewell tour, so 2000. They were playing this. So it was a little weird even then knowing that Ace and Peter didn't play on it. It was kind of cool though to see it. It's like
Mhm.
these guys are, taking it on the chin and they're playing songs that they didn't play on.
Yeah.
But I just remember the Feel My Heat and the flames up on the stage, and it felt like it was melting your face. Like it didn't matter. There wasn't a bad seat in the arena, and it's just so hot.
Yep.
And it really made the song. It's better on Alive 3.
That's what I was going to say. This is one of those songs that actually, when you hear it on the album and you're like, man, this is such a good song and
But
it
it's
has that
boring.
energy to it. But then when you hear it live, it's better.
It makes it boring for the
Yeah.
album version to have heard it live and so
Mhm.
well on Alive 3.
Yeah. This is something that I alluded to earlier. I got this off of Kiss FAQ, Julian Gill's page. This song actually did more for another band than it did Kiss. As a result, as a result of hearing this song, John Bon Jovi got in touch with Desmond Child to co-write with him for the band's new album, which became Slippery When Wet. According to Desmond, they liked Heaven's on Fire, which I co-wrote with Paul Stanley, so much that they copied it with their In and Out of Love. I really felt honored, even because they never denied the robbery. So it's kind of what got them hooked up with Desmond Child, which took, Bon Jovi to the next level. And then a few years later, you're gonna have Kiss chasing Bon Jovi's style. So
Good point. I forgot it was Heaven's on Fire.
mhm. All right. Track 3, Burn Bitch Burn. There's no notes of any external performers. So this is all the band, Paul, Gene, Eric, and Mark. I love Burn Bitch Burn. I mean, I'm already going to go ahead and say that it's a yes, a no, and no. But I love that opening riff and how it just takes them forever to get into the song, because it's just like and they repeat it like 4 times, and then Eric comes in with those little triplets on the toms and the bass drum. And I love Gene's. Well, it's out of the frying pan into the fire. So
There's a
so
theme.
so bend over,
Yep.
baby, and let me be the driver. I mean, and I love Gene.
Yeah.
I love porno Gene's. His lyrics, man. I can't help it. It's like one of my guilty pleasures. This time you bitten off more than you can chew. I do feel like that this song could have been a little more. It's like you get towards the end of the song, like the second verse, he just starts saying stuff like, my, yeah. Well, listen to this, babe. I mean, he's like, okay, he just ran out of words. He just ran out of effort to,
He's just goo goo gone.
yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, you could have written a couple more lines and kind of nailed it and brought it home, but
Nah.
but I've always liked this. They did perform it live briefly. They pulled it pretty early on in the set. Pretty early on in the tour. But I just like that. Burn, bitch, burn, woo. The heel, the decks, what does he say? The heels stack now, nothing you can do. But yeah, so it's a yes for me. I love it. I gotta have a porno Gene song on the album. So it's a yes, but it's critical to the catalog, the history. Nah, most of Gene's songs aren't.
Jesus.
Sad but true.
But they're the more fun songs. That's funny because
Yeah.
I respect Paul's songs for the craftsmanship and the just pure musical genius that he puts into them. But then the 12-year-old in me gravitates towards Gene's songs.
Exactly. That for me too. That was like imagine hearing that song when you're 10, 11 years old. It's like he said bitch. It's like, oh my
He said bitch.
Yeah. And fortunately for us four and most Kiss fans, mentally we're still there.
Oh yeah,
I
and
said,
mom didn't
bitch.
really pay too much. What did he say? I'm like,
It's like the word bitch, yes,
which?
always makes me laugh. And then
Yeah.
like it's like when somebody farts, like I lose my mind still. It's the funniest fucking thing to me.
Right?
And I don't get why other people don't think it's funny. That's disgusting. No, it's not. It's
The
hilarious.
farts are
Well,
The
yeah.
hilarious.
smell is
Well,
disgusting, but the sound is
it,
hilarious.
it's
That's
funny over
right.
there.
Somebody open a window
Not funny in an elevator.
or a
Yeah.
car. If you are on a road trip and the windows are up and you fart and don't say anything, you are a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, detour.
You went down the Brown Road. Anyway.
Brownsville Station.
That's right. I do like this song a lot anyway, despite all the other stuff. But yeah, for the album, I give it a yes. The other two, no. But it's fun. It's there's your intro to Gene for the album. So and it's still a pretty good song, even though the lyrical content is questionable. But still, I have a lot of fun with it. And Mom didn't make me turn it off when I first started playing it, when I was a kid. So it's good though. But it's a yes album. No for the other two though for me.
Yeah, yes album for me, no for the other two as well. It's it's a keeper. You have to listen to it every time you play this record. It's got a great riff, and it's a fun song when you're 15, but it's a Windows up song when you're 52. Like you wouldn't want to be playing this. I mean, it's embarrassing. So Windows, but fun to play. It's like a moped, fun to ride until your friends see it. So listen to it in your house where no one can see you.
But it's a windows down on a road trip.
Windows down. There's nobody around that can hear it. Turn the windows down and just blast it. You
Well,
pull up
especially
beside
if Tommy's in the car with you.
Yeah.
pull up beside somebody at a red light, it goes down, windows goes up.
Like Office Space.
Yeah.
It's like riding your sister's bike because yours has a flat. Yeah. Yes. One yes, two no's. Album, yes. It's porno Gene. It's dirty Gene. It's pervy Gene. That's what I
Yep.
like to call him.
Mhm.
And it's just so fucking stupid, but but it's so fun. It really
Yeah,
is.
like what are you getting at, Gene?
Burn,
Like what are
bitch,
you
burn.
doing?
Like
Yeah.
only Gene Simmons could write that.
Like who wronged you so much? Is this the Salem witch trial song or what is
But I think it had a lot to do with the time as well.
Yeah.
Like he was like,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
he
have
was
a song
saying,
with a cuss word in it.
and it
Oh
was always
yeah.
bitch. It was always bitch.
Bitch,
Lick It Up and Creatures both have bitch songs.
like Key and Peele. And I said,
And I
bitch.
said,
I
bitch.
said,
You
bitch.
said that?
Well, and if you
Men,
think
No.
about it, Quiet Riot had Love
men
is a Bitch
loves a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on Mental Health. And so that may have been
Yeah.
we got to do that too.
Yeah.
We gotta do a bitch song too.
Not only say it, but put it in the title of the song.
Yeah.
Bitch,
And every album
is
from
very
here on
popular.
out, I'm gonna say bitch at least one
Right.
time.
Motley Crue,
It's in Domino.
Yeah.
yeah, and Motley Crue had Bastard, so
Yeah.
it may have been like a,
Bitch was
Mhm.
Kiss's thing.
Yeah. All right. So next track, Get All You Can Take. Just as we talk about how Kiss started doing these patterns where Gene had a porno Gene or pervy Gene song, and Paul had a couple things that he started doing. Get All You Can Take is the Zeppelin
Yep.
style song on the album.
100%.
And this is actually written by Paul Stanley and Mitch Wiseman. Jean Beauvoir, probably mispronounces Beauvier, plays the bass. Mitch Wiseman has additional guitar. Paul also plays part of the solo because he felt like that Mark St. John couldn't get it exactly the way he wanted it. So, that's Paul being Paul.
He's producing.
Yeah, he's producing. And I love Get All You Can Take. It's one of those songs where you start on this album, you start to see the early stages of Swinging in the Rafters, Paul. And this is one of those. He gets up in here on this song. And he will continue to do that on albums after this. The trajectory of pitch will go up. But I love the rhythm of it. I mean, it's I love that it's got I remember, it's got the cuss word in the chorus.
Yeah.
And I like the way they say it.
That could be outdone by Gene.
Yeah. So I mean, Gene's got bitch, and Paul's going to drop the F-bomb and kind
I'm
of.
gonna go one step higher.
I'm going to go
Gene.
one step higher, Gene. I'm going to get you, Gene. Not going to be. He wasn't going to be upstaged.
That's right.
Remember, Gene, you're the associate producer.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I get to say the F word.
and put his name, puts Gene's name smaller. Produced by Paul Stanley, associate producer Gene Simmons.
That's right, like your penis.
those smeckle. I like this song, but it's a no on catalog and history. But I like it on the album. So, but it's another Paul Stanley Led Zeppelin style song.
Right. I like it too. Yeah, once again, yeah. Paul Plant makes an appearance. I like it for the album, but the other two, yeah, definitely not. But it's a good song. I like it a lot. One yes album, two no catalog and history, but I'll definitely keep it. It would suck if it wasn't on the album, but
Yeah, definitely a Led Zeppelin tip of the hat. One of the better tracks on the record, I would say. And I think this is a good indication of where Paul goes from here. I think this is very much Asylum heading towards that sort of vibe. Great. It's a great track. So, yes for the album, no for the other two. No for catalog, no for history.
That's an excellent observation. You're right. You could pluck Get All You Can Take off this album and smack it on Asylum, and it would fit. It'd fit right in with the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. One yes, two no's. This to me is like if Danger was a good song. We always find that one that kind of carries over, or it sounds reminiscent, or it's the sister songs and sister albums and all that. This to me is like Danger if it was good. But yeah, I really like the song, and yeah, the album would suffer without it because this, like you said, Rick, it's one of the better songs overall. And maybe it's because it sounds like Led Zeppelin. Just kidding. But I do like Led
Zeppelin. Next, the final track on the first side is Lonely is the Hunter. Gene song. This is Bruce does the solo on this album, on this song. And this is I didn't mention that Burn Bitch Burn was written just by Gene. Lonely is the Hunter is written just by Gene. It doesn't stay that way. The next two songs he has a co-writer. But Lonely is the Hunter is one of those songs that I used to not like for a long time. And I've gotten to where I listen to it, and the more I listen to it, the more I like it. It's still not one of my favorite tracks on the album, and there's actually some songs on the second side that I used to like less than this one that I actually like more now. But it's very middle of the road. Even if I do like it, it's very middle of the road. So it's not really something that sparks any kind of interest or anything, but it's not really enough for me to skip it either. It's a typical. I think if I was going to place it anywhere on the album, if I was going to put it on the album, and I was going to place it anywhere, I'd put it right where it is, wrapping up the first side. To just kind of, hey, let's end this out. It's not a plate of hot garbage, but it's not that bad either. But so it is critical to the album to me, barely. And it definitely isn't critical to history or the catalog.
I don't mind it too much because the majority of Gene songs in here are kind of like except for "Burn Bitch Burn" to me. I would probably still give it 3 no's across the board, but that doesn't mean it's a shitty song or I don't like it. It's a solid song, but as far as the other stuff goes, like I said, I gave it 3 no's, but still a good song. It's a good Gene song, good 80s Gene song.
It reminds me of, if you were to put this in a movie, it'd be an 80s like comedy, like Weird Science, where the smoky bar and like the camera's like panning across the bar. It would be playing this song. And Brant, you touched on this earlier. To me, Gene can do no wrong, and there's a charm to his bad songs, and this
Right.
is a prime example of that charm. For that reason, I'm saying yes to the album, no to the catalog, and no to history. But it just has a charm I love.
Mhm.
There's something about his cheese is good, and you just can't help it. You keep going back. It's stinky cheese, and you love it.
I could see that though in like a movie, like they pan over and the guy's sitting at the bar like shit faced, like I can't believe she's gonna lonely. Well, she'll come back. It's I miss her, man. There's something like that. But I hear you. I hear you.
1 yes, 2 no's for me as well. I like the groove to it.
Mhm.
And like we talked
Yeah.
about, God of Thunder, War Machine. War Machine was his bounty hunter song, and now we've got Lonely as the Hunter. He's talking about how he's singled out, and it's him against the world and all that stuff. I just, the groove to it for me though. Lonely is the hunter.
And
Like,
that groove plays through the whole thing.
yeah, you're
And
my one and only.
I like when he does that. Girls love money and that little lick. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Like breeze on her. And
So
that
This is-
break,
War Machine.
But
that
this
little
is a groove.
breakdown, that breakdown they do just for the solo, that that's cool. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
He
So
has a way of
War Machine was Boba Fett, and Lonely as the Hunter is Mandalorian. Then, is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I'm saying Lonely as the Hunter is Grogu. Like,
Grogu.
we all know he's ugly, but he's cute as hell,
All right. Flipping the vinyl, and I think it's weird, and I think it's just because there was a lack of material and Paul had enough.
Into the Fire.
Yeah, there's only 9 tracks on this album, and I don't think it's because the 4 tracks on the second side, one of them is longer than the other one. I think Paul was just like, "Fuck it, it's only gonna be 9 tracks."
Yeah.
I think Paul knew Heaven's on Fire was the hit, and he was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yep. They'll buy the record for the hit.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And you notice what they did is the placement of songs is not accidental. If you notice both of the what they wanted, what they thought was going to be the hits, and definitely both of the singles were not on the same side. There was one on one
Was
side.
Lonely is the Hunter, was that the B-side to Heaven's on Fire or Thrills in the Night?
Thrills in the Night, the B-side to it was Burn Bitch Burn, I believe. wasn't
Okay,
it?
so it's Heaven's on Fire, right?
Heaven's on Fire, Lonely as the Hunter, All Hell's
Okay.
Breaking Loose. Okay. So we flip the album and we have Under the Gun, which is Paul's Fast Frantic song for the album that he does, that he's done on. He's begun that. He always has that one song on the album that is amped up above every other song on the album. And Eric has a co-write on this, I believe. And I've read somewhere that he said that his basic, this is Paul Stanley, Eric Carr, and Desmond Child. And Eric said that his primary contribution to this song was the beat. That just really ramped up drum beat that he's playing, which is incredibly hard to play. I mean, that's a drummer. This is a song I like playing songs that are fun to play, not necessarily hard to play. I'm not that kind of a drummer. I don't get off on playing something that's terribly difficult to play. So that's why I've never really tried to learn how to play Under the Gun. I mean, I know it and I can hear the drum parts in my head, but making my hands and feet do that stuff, I really don't have a desire to do that. But this is John Bovier plays bass on this. And I love Under the Gun. I love it being frantic, the solo. I love the "come on boys, fire," Eric yelling fire in the background. And I can't hear ya, fire. What's that little thing he says? Let's hit the highway doing 69. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That's right. Good old Paul.
Once again, you knew his banter was going to go in that direction because his lyrical content was going in that direction.
We got the F word and 69 from Paul.
Yeah.
Critical to the album, I think so. And critical to the catalog or to history, not so much. Yes, no for me.
You know me, I always love the upbeat stuff, the faster stuff, and Under the Gun to me is like I Stole Your Love sister song to me. So I love it, and I get a kick out of it, and I'd probably give it a yes for the album. I don't know, catalog. I wish, but history. I mean, it was. Didn't they play? They played that on the Animalize, right? And they play it or no on the video?
I don't think
Thought
so.
they did. No,
I think they did.
Hold on, I
maybe
had a
this
list.
is me
of what
wishful thinking.
They did. They did play it. They played
Yeah.
"Heaven's on Fire," "Thrills in the Night," and "Under the Gun."
Okay, so yeah, I love it. So I give it a album yes, catalog no, history yes, and it's a lot of fun because, like I said, it's I Stole Your Love Part 2, I guess.
You've kind of slowed it down. If you slowed it down, you'd probably have a very similar riff to "I Stole Your Love."
There you go. Yeah.
It reminds me, because this was the album that I think they were trying to be so metal with. This is the song that they were really trying to make a metal song. Because I mean, this song is just fast. I've never been a fast, thrashy type person, so I never really gravitated towards this song. But I can respect the metal of it. So I would say yes, it's core to the album because it fits in with the vibe, but no to the catalog, no to history.
I'm gonna give this 3 yeses. To the album, yes, like they did with I've Had Enough, or Paul, like Paul did. Fast, metal-ish, got the dives on it, all that stuff. It's great for the time. Catalog, I'll give it to it because it's just Kiss trying to be heavy, like you said, Rick. I think that's important in history because they didn't hit that mark very often. And this is when they hit it, or Paul hit it. And to history, yes, because they performed it.
Yeah.
So reasons behind the yeses. Not my favorite song, not even probably in my top 10 Paul songs, but I
Yeah.
think this is it's a big song. Bigger than it gets credit for.
Yeah. I can see that. I respect that.
Thank you.
Next track, Thrills in the Night. This is the closest to a ballad we were going to get on this album. Bass, once again, is Jean Bouvier. Alan Schwartzberg is doing the drum overdubs again. I don't understand what drum overdubs he's doing in Thrills in the Night because it's basically a lot of toms and a lot of halftime stuff and stuff you could literally play in your sleep. I don't know exactly where he was overdubbing stuff, but he was.
Maybe it was too simple for Eric.
Well, the
Yeah.
more and more you say that in this video, and I'm not meaning you say that, it's just the more and more you mention that he plays. I wonder if Paul made this album a lot by himself. You know, like just recording away from the band and, you know, recording with Bouvier and
Right.
Al, and you know,
It's possible they could have been the people that were on the demos.
mhm.
Yeah.
And then certain aspects because of recording time or whatever, him trying to do everything else he was doing, he might have just punched in and punched out Eric recording certain things. I mean, that's a good observation. That's possible. That's possible.
Yes. And I was actually thinking this like 2 songs ago, whenever the last one that Schwartzberg played on, or maybe it was the Max Wine, whatever, not Max Weinberg.
Mitch Weissman.
Mitch Weissman. I was thinking Max Weinberg. Shout out to Max Weinberg. I almost feel like, yeah, he was probably doing it on his own, but I also think it's a power move.
Yep.
Mark St. John's new, Gene is doing his shit, and this was almost like Paul saying to Eric, and I'm not saying he did. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. I love Paul Stanley, but it's almost like I am Kiss now. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah,
And
totally.
If you can't play this shit, I'm gonna bring somebody else.
Yep.
But we already know can.
Mhm. I totally think so. And I think that's why he lists himself as producer. Like, I'm making this album. This is a Paul Stanley solo album,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And I'll have
Essentially.
anyone play on it I want.
With a little help from my friends. But
Yeah,
very little.
if you listen to his book, yeah, him and Gene, this is like where they were between this album and Asylum. This was like at the bottom of the barrel when Kiss was at the bottom of the barrel when Paul was fed up.
And I feel bad for saying that on a positive Kiss show, but I just feel like sometimes it has to be said.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And
Sometimes I have to take those rose-colored glasses off and just be
Because
like, what the
even
fuck are we doing here? Like, you have one of the greatest drummers ever, and like you're just calling some dude.
Mhm.
Not saying that Schwartzberg can't play or whatever, but you have Eric fucking Carr, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind. And it pisses me off because I feel like that was a lot of the 80s was Eric just being unhappy because he didn't get the credit he deserved.
Mhm.
Well, I don't want to
What?
get negative. But I don't think Paul liked Eric a lot.
I don't either.
I
I've
don't
always got
either.
that vibe too.
I think
You kind of get that in his book where he kind of talks down about Eric, about how Eric always had like problems with his confidence and always called himself a schmuck or a putz or whatever, that he was always really down on himself.
I almost wonder if it's jealousy because Eric had a full head of hair and was a decent looking dude, you know. So maybe it was Paul's confidence more than anything.
Paul's always been a catty bitch anyway. So.
We are Critical Kiss, so I think we can
And
be a
Eric
little
was
critical
almost
once in a while.
Eric was almost an immediate favorite of the
Yeah.
Eric,
I mean,
people
just
love
his
people
makeup
loved Eric.
design. Like, look at Brant's shirt. That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
People love. I remember loving Eric. You know, even when he was the Fox. But
Yeah.
when they took the makeup off and Eric became fully Eric, the Eric that you see playing everything wide open, tilt, and having the drum solos that he had. People respected him as a musician.
Yeah.
Fans
Well,
respected him, and musicians respected him.
And I was never I wasn't a fan until 88, but I just remember stories of when I first became a fan of how fans loved Eric. And he always talked to the fans, he always wrote the fans. So I wonder if that bugged Paul too. Like
Yeah.
why are the fans loving this guy so much
Yeah.
in the drums? I'm the one out front.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's I think it all makes sense, really.
It does.
This is gonna invite some fun debate.
Because
I like it, but you know what? It's most likely fucking true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we are Critical Kiss, so we have to be critical sometimes.
well,
'Cause,
there's
I mean, 9 times out of 10, we're blowing these guys. So we have to be negative sometimes, but in a constructive way.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like reading one of the articles I read earlier, Paul said that he had a hard time with this album because he felt like that he was making this album by himself because Gene came in and quote unquote crapped out a couple rough demos and then left to go film Runaway. That's quotations from Paul. Gene crapped out a couple demos.
So see, he's already pissed off because he's
And
having
he,
to do it
and he
by
talks
himself.
about in his book, if you read his book, how he had to basically clean Gene's stuff up and re-record almost everything except for some of Gene's vocals and some of his bass lines to make it even presentable for the
So
album.
he's pissed off, and he knows he's going to have to share most of the money with Gene.
Good point.
All right.
Yep. That's why, and I think, like I said, I brought this up earlier, but I think that could have easily said produced by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Didn't Asylum say that?
It says produced by Paul Stanley, and below it, it said in smaller font.
I'm
says
pretty sure Asylum does say.
Asylum says it together, though, right?
I think Asylum says it together.
I'll go grab it.
But I also think with Asylum, I think Paul knew this is my record.
Yeah.
Like all night. Radar for Love.
Radar for Love.
What's
The other Zeppelin song.
Tears Are Falling. Like
Tears Are Falling. Yeah.
He knew, like, I'm smoking this record. There's no doubt. And Paul knew, I think Paul's very smart. Paul knew, I don't want to jump an album ahead, but Paul knew with Asylum, I'm going to go fluorescent. I'm going to go very girly. I'm going to make Gene look like a fool because he pulled this look off.
There you go.
Produced by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
I mean, look at Paul's like cowboy boots.
Yeah.
He knew he could pull off that look.
Yeah.
This was his Sunset Strip frontman era.
Gene looked like that role that he played where he was the cross-dresser.
Yeah.
That's how he looked during the entire Asylum tour.
Like B. Arthur and Golden Girls. Is what
Yeah.
it looked like.
B. Arthur.
Hey, just like we don't bash Billy Joel, we don't bash B. Arthur in this house either. It's my birthday, buddy.
You better correct.
That just reminds me. This is the greatest quote ever. Sorry to diverge off. The greatest quote ever. Stephen Piercy said, "You can either grow up like Billy Joel or Billy Idol. I choose Billy Idol."
I love Billy Idol too, and Stephen Piercy. So, but man, Billy Joel's got some hits.
Yep.
All right, so Thrills in the Night. Like I said, it's got John Bovier and Alan Schwartzberg on it. I love this song. I don't think it was as big as they wanted it to be. And honestly, I don't think, even though I like it, I don't think it is as good as they wanted it to be. I know that we did the poll, and I don't know if you're going to go through with some of the comments from the poll, the Instagram poll, but to me, I like I Still Love You, or some of those other type ballad hits more than Thrills in the Night. But I like that it tells a story.
Mhm.
See who wrote this. Was it him and Desmond Child? I believe it was. Let's see. Thrills in the Night. Stanley, no, John Bovier. Even though it sounds like it should be Desmond Child. It sounds like it should be, but it was
Like
released as a
Desmond Child's bank account.
yeah. It was released as a single, but did not chart. Where
Oh.
Heaven's on Fire charted, it went as high as number 40, position 49.
Crazy.
It topped out on October 13th, 1984 at 49, and Thrills in the Night didn't even chart. Like I said, I think it didn't hit like they wanted it to. I think Paul was kind of banking on it as well. And for whatever reason, I don't know why it didn't. It seems like it should have, but I guess, you know, a ballad hit at this time is not what the fans wanted. Kiss would have to wait a couple albums to get those ballad hits that they would get, and team up with another very famous songwriter and singer. But for me, Thrills in the Night, I'd say it's. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think it's kind of critical to all three. I think it's critical to the album. I think it's critical to the catalog. Because it did get released as a single, and I think it's critical to history because it had a video made for it. It was in the Asylum, or the Animalize live concert video. It was performed live a little bit. So I would say that it's yes to all three.
I'd go with you on that one too. All three for sure. I love this song. Um, one of my memories listening to it was this song on my mom's stereo. So catchy as hell. It's not too ballady. It's not too heavy. It's right in the middle. So I like it a lot. So yeah, three for me. Album, yes for sure. Catalog, yes for sure. And history, yeah, because I still think about it. So and if no one likes it, then kiss my ass. I don't know what to tell you.
All three for me as well. It's the Turn on the Night of Animalize. It
Damn.
is
Good
cool.
observation.
It's a cool
Nice.
song. It's got a Killers vibe too, as
Mhm.
well. Like it could be on Killers, it could be on Crazy Nights. To me, if this album wasn't called Animalize, it would have been called Thrills in the Night.
Mm,
That'd
And
be a good
okay.
idea.
you 90s kids, this is the very
Mm.
first time I ever saw pictures of this video. Remember this magazine, the Videos magazine?
Yep.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen this video. And why was this never released?
And they made it and they never released it. And I don't know if it was
I have
because
looked everywhere for
Okay.
years.
Is it even on YouTube?
No, it's nowhere. It was never, nobody's ever got their hands on it that I know of.
Huh.
Not
That's so
even,
crazy.
what's his face? Sam Loomis.
Because I remember like Gene looks cool right there with his short
Yeah.
hair. And I just remember like also thinking the girl in bed with Paul, like, oh, loving the rock star life. But I just,
Mhm.
because I loved this magazine as a kid. And then Extreme Close Up comes out, and I'm like, where's Thrills in the Night video? And to this day, 52 years old, I don't think I've ever seen it.
I
But
don't
three
know.
across the board for
I
me.
don't know if anybody has outside of Kiss.
Huh. That's see, oh, there we go. Sorry.
Something they can add to the streaming
Yeah,
service, right?
say it, Rick. You know you want
Mm.
to say it.
Bring
It's like,
it.
Sorry, real quick. This is
Yes.
my big gripe. Paul says physical media is dead. No one wants physical media. Bullshit. Shop
Mhm.
Factory, Shop Factory, Vinegar Syndrome. They all sell DVDs,
Arrow.
hotcakes. Anna,
Yeah.
your Anaheim release is this huge release. Why are you not releasing the concert on Blu-ray?
exactly.
Why are you not releasing Thrills in the Night on Blu-ray? No.
Put it on VHS.
Because they know what we want.
And they don't want to give it to us yet.
Yeah, right.
Or ever.
Dead. We're gonna be dead by the time it's.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
just dig my grave and lower it down for when it is ready.
The video that they did release for Thrills in the Night is the video that we've all saw that was shot
Live, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
shot live, where they're that video.
Yeah.
So that's the only video that they ever released of it. I just did a quick YouTube search just to check, and yeah, you can't find it. Can't find it.
Yeah, and
It's
I guess
It's like they scrape it.
in the magazine, Eric Carr says, "I don't think I ever saw the finished video."
Yeah.
Oh, see.
I bet it was finished. They just probably scraped it, then didn't.
They probably didn't let him see it because he looked too cool in it.
Yeah. Nick Simmons' grandkid will release it.
Yeah. 3 across the board for me. I posted that just kind of as a shit, being a shit, hit or shit, like answer the poll. Literally everybody said hit. Included Rick. Our buddy Matt said, okay, the studio version is a hit to me. Why it didn't do better is beyond me. I agree with that.
Mhm.
However, like Unholy Thrills in the Night does not translate well live.
I would agree.
I'd agree. It's one of
Yeah.
those songs that just some songs translate well good live and some songs don't.
Our buddy FL Dog hit Tim's Vinyl Confessions, which Rick was just on his channel yesterday as of time of recording this. Go check that out. They talk about his book and all that. Vinyl Arden hit this is a song about a girl that tries to be real straight, little good girl during the day, but at night this girl is bad.
This girl is bad.
And then point giving lover. Paul's voice sounds so good. Yes, it does. And like Rick said, this is that it's like the beginning of the progression into Crazy Nights. But I was gonna say this is like this album's Reason to Live because it should have been a hit and it wasn't.
Mhm.
Should have been a massive hit and had, let's say, had Rat or Quiet Riot or somebody that was doing the same-ish kind of music, but they were more over, to use a wrestling term, with the teenage crowd because Kiss was like their older brother's band.
Mhm.
Now, if you were already a Kiss fan, you probably liked this, but I could see where some fans would be like, probably in the comments as I'm watching this back, it'll be like, oh, this is, sissy Kiss. This is Bon Jovi Kiss personified, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Bon Jovi kicks ass. So does Kiss. So does this song. 3
Yep.
S's.
Every time you say Crazy Nights, I smile and I can't wait.
I know. It's right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
2 months.
Let's see. The next track, While the City Sleeps, written by Gene Simmons and Mitch Weissman.
Not Max Weinberg.
And additional guitar, which leads me to believe it kind of lends more to our theory that people that were on the demo might ended up on the final production with Paul and Bruce, or Paul and Mark and Eric playing in around it. While the City Sleeps is one of those songs I used to not like. It's kind of like Rick talked about how when Gene's trying to do his bogey style songs. But this song has kind of grown on me as time has gone on. I like how it just kind of fades in and comes in like but I like that. One of my favorite lines that Gene says I would love to have it tattooed on my body somewhere someday. But one of my favorite lines is in this song. Living well is the best defense, so give them hell.
Mm.
I love that line. I love that line. Um, but it's that when he's that I love that whole part. But just before it goes into while the city sleeps, and you get that yay, it's one of the songs that's kind of it was a sleeper song for years. That kind of
Yeah.
I just saw it as Gene's got a couple songs at the end of the album. Paul's like, I'm going to take Gene's shitty songs and put them at the end of the album so he can peter the album out,
I love how you slipped that intonation in, just like focus.
Sabotage.
Sabotage. Gene sabotaged my album.
Enjoy the bottom, you son of a bitch.
To the back of the bus, Gene.
Paul Stanley is the reason Gene's acting career never took off. And Gene doesn't even know it.
Yeah, because the movies I've seen Gene in, he's not bad. I love him in
Yeah, he's not
Runaway,
bad.
and I love him in
Oh my God.
Trick or Treat, and I think he's done good when he's
The episode of
Runaway.
Miami Vice he's in.
Yeah.
Wanted Dead or Alive. It
He
was
was-
a good
He
time.
auditioned for Commando. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was a whole different story, like an Israeli soldier or something. I'm like, what?
I mean, it
I
checks
would-
out.
I would give this I would give this a yes and a no and a no. I mean, I want it to be on the album now. Maybe 2 years ago, I would say no. But I like it on the album now, and so I want to keep it. So it's a yes and 2 no's for me, though.
For the longest time, there was only 7 tracks on this album for me, because as soon as Thrills in the Night ended, it was time to pull the tape out. But kind of like you, yeah, it's over time. I'm like, you know what? It's a good song. I'm right off the bat. I'm just probably getting 3 no's across the board. But I like it because it's a good night driving song for some reason. It's just, I don't know, where the city sleeps,
That
Gene's
80s
noir.
movie. Yeah.
yeah, right. I mean, night driving song, when it's like 5 o'clock in the middle of December,
Yeah.
That's about as night driving as I get at my age. But it's yeah, I like it. So 3 no's across the board, but
I
I've
like
come
it, but
around.
3 no's.
Yeah, 3 no's, but that's not with malice, but over time, like I said, I've gone to appreciate the ending Gene tracks over the years, and it's a good song. It's a good night driving song, and yeah, I had fun with it. So I'm going to keep it on the album, but I still give it 3 no's though.
I'm not in a bad mood with my arms crossed. I'm freezing down here.
Oh, I love it.
I
I'm
wish
coming over.
I was freezing. I'm sweating my balls off.
This track taps into my undying love of 80s Gene, and it's that, like, Brant, you hit the nail on the head. It's that chorus, while the city sleeps. Oh,
Mhm.
God, it just sticks in your head, and you just love it so much. It's a yes for the album, no for the catalog, no for history, but it's just so much fun, and it is that Gene Noir thing. He started it with Naked City, and then, like, he's always
Yeah.
had like these like black and white detective type songs.
Mhm.
This is a follow up to that, and even the next title is very, Humphrey Bogart, black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give
What do
it yes to the album, 2 no's. Rick, did you go?
Yeah. What did you give it? What was your final score, Rick?
Oh, yes to the album, 2 no's.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was with AJ. I was like, I think I'm supposed to go because he quit talking, but
Oh, sorry.
I was like, I couldn't remember either, so I was like, hang on. Yes, the
He
album.
got all JoJo the Idiot Circus Boy on us.
Can I talk now? Okay. And go. All right. Yes, the album. No to the other two. This comes from a person who didn't like Naked City 2 years ago.
Oh,
I don't know what it was about 2 years ago that something just switched, and I was like, holy shit, this song's amazing. Like, I mean, I liked Unmasked, but I liked Shandy. Like, I thought Shandy was just amazing. So I guess that, like, I say it all the time, feels like when I'm talking now, but like as we get older, our music changes, our
yeah.
our taste, we become, it's like wine, it's an acquired taste. The Gene Noir has become an acquired taste for me. And for that,
Mhm.
I'll give it yes to the album, but no to the other two. But yeah, it's the total. I think if it's a night driving song, AJ, I think that needs to be a new criteria because you have one for every album so far.
Oh yeah,
And I get it. It's like that 80s, like he's driving
yeah,
down the city street and like you see
hmm
the alleys and he's all bummed out and everything. He's
yeah.
like hard on his
I have
lip.
a shit ton of songs like that, and I have the entire Danny Elfman Batman score
Oh,
from the '89 is
I
all
just
night
listened
driving.
to it yesterday.
Yep,
Yeah.
just yep.
Love it. It's so amazing.
Coming home from Wendy's when I was a kid.
Batman 89 is one that I would talk to anybody about in depth anytime. It's
All
amazing.
right. Well,
Yeah.
you got me.
That'll be the other show, the other new
I got a
show.
scrapbook of shit.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yep.
It'll just be us four again. It'll just be a different
Yeah.
channel.
That VHS was huge at Christmas.
Yeah, dude.
In
Yeah. I
1989.
used I wish I still had it. I don't have it no more, but I had it for sure.
Yep. Yeah. God. It's amazing. It was the first. I mean, I was two. That was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
Two?
Two.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I
was
don't but I don't remember seeing it in the theater, but I do remember getting the VHS at Christmas.
oh
Hmm.
I was 14.
I don't know. I don't know how I remember that at two, but maybe it was a dream. But
Yeah.
holy shit, man!
That was right in my Kiss time too, because that would have
That
been
Mm.
89.
Yeah,
So I would
right.
have been like,
Oh my
and then
God.
I know I remember seeing Batman Returns in the theater because I remember
I
before it
did.
came out, I saw it like you when we walked in the theater, they had the poster like coming soon poster, and it was that
Oh.
snow over it. I was like,
Oh
oh my
yeah.
god, I can't wait.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways, enough
Untouchable.
Batman talk.
Yeah, well, Brent was 47 when that came out.
Yeah, it's 47.
Love
Jesus
you, buddy.
Christ.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the lyrics from While the City Sleeps, and
He
one of the
was
lyrics.
talking, he was thinking Kiss while we were nerding
Yeah,
out.
Yeah,
one of the parts he says, "While the city sleeps, it's all there in black and white." And there is actually a movie called While the City Sleeps that was written in
Oh,
1956 as a film noir directed by Fritz Lang, starring Dana Andrews, Rhonda
look at
Fleming,
this.
and Vincent Price,
What
about
the
a
hell?
power struggle among newspaper executives
Oh, that's what it's about.
competing to catch a serial killer known as the Lipstick Killer to win a promotion. I might have to look that up and watch it. It's got a 91% rating from Rotten Tomatoes. It's got Vincent Price in it
Yeah,
too.
if it's got Vincent Price, I'm
That's
in.
there's no, that is not a coincidence.
that's what.
No.
That Gene, because
Guess
that's what
what?
Gene will do.
Guess what we're watching in Tubi tonight,
Yep.
Bad boys.
Is
Because
it on
Gene-
Tubi?
I'm sure everything's
I
on.
hope so.
Yeah.
Because that's what Gene will do. Gene will find a one little saying, or he will see something. He'll write it down on a piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
and he will turn around and craft a song around just like one little thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how he did with.
he probably caught that on a late night, Saturday night in a hotel somewhere after a show.
Yeah.
It's
And he
just, it's
wrote it
not a
down.
coincidence that there's a
No.
black and white film called While the City Sleeps. And he says, while the city sleeps, it's all there in black and white. Through the eye of the needle, gotta thread your life.
Well,
While the
that's where
city sleeps.
Carnival of Souls came from, is that old cheesy horror movie.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Hey, did we mention that the drum tracks were produced by Michael James Jackson?
Yeah, we did very early
Okay.
on.
All right, I'll go back to sleep then.
Yeah, you went. Yeah, because you went hee hee.
Yeah, you
I
did.
remember
You
talking
actually
about it. I,
did
remember
it.
I thought we were talking about Creatures of the Night, though.
Let's see.
Oh, shut up.
Final track, Murder in High Heels. Bruce plays guitar on this. This is Gene and Mitch Wiseman again. Bruce plays guitar on this, and an additional guitar is Mitch Wiseman. It says Bruce. I saw where some different sources where it says Bruce plays Bruce said that he played stuff at the end of the song, but Bruce also says that he plays some stuff on While the City Sleeps. But then I saw on another place where they didn't mention Bruce on While the City Sleeps, but they did mention him on Murder in High Heels, but they mentioned that he played some opening guitar licks. Murder in High Heels is one of those songs that it kind of also grew on me over time as well. But I also feel like that it's one of those songs where Gene really he didn't have a whole lot of substance to his lyrics. He kind of has a tendency to get towards the end. He's just kind of not really saying a whole lot, and there's a whole lot of but I love the like the pre-chorus, like the she's a vision in leather, like salt on the wound. And then when they do the murder in high heels, the way I used to think that the chorus of this was so stupid because that's all really he says. He just goes, she's murder in high heels. And then it's just music for the rest of the chorus. It's like, really, Gene? Really, Gene? You couldn't come up with anything else?
So it's got.
That's all he had. They figured that was good enough.
Scratch demo tracks, you know.
Yeah. But this song grew on me more than it's grew on me. So this is a very close to being a no across the board for me, but I still say, leave it, because if we took it away, we'd only have 8 tracks on the album. So yeah, I would say a yes and a no and a no.
That's the definition of it's better than nothing.
It's better than
what
nothing.
you just said. That is, it's better than
it's
nothing.
Better than nothing.
Good point. Yeah.
9 tracks are better than 8.
Yep.
Is that how we're doing it? Because I guess I'd have to give it a yes for the album, or we'd have
no. That's just that's just my logic. You can use your own logic.
I'm just trying to figure Bran out here.
Yeah.
I think I'm on to something.
But
to me, less is not always more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, true. But
I
said
Brant
before,
is the professor, so
you should change your glasses to a monocle. But like I said before, it's like, I skipped more often than not, but recently I'm like more like, yeah, that's a pretty cool song.
Got some cool guitar in it. I can see how that guitar would be Bruce. It's got some really cool guitar towards the end.
Yeah, but it is a cool song. Maybe it kind of backfired on Paul a little bit, putting all these songs at the end, and it was like Back to the Future. Like, well, you don't get it now, but your parents will love it, type of thing. So it just took a while for us to kind of come around to it. So, well, all right, I give it a yes to the album and 2 no's to the other thing, but it's still a cool song. And now I listen to the whole album as opposed to only 7 songs from 10 or 20 years ago. But yeah, I give it a 1 yes and 2 no's.
I'm with Brant. The chorus kind of loses me. That whispering chorus I never really dug, but I love. It's got the perfect Gene, she's a vision in leather. Oh, God dang.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as we make fun of Gene, and as much as everyone just kind of like tosses Gene to the side, he's so cool. And I just love songs like this because they have those cool moments that I see 15-year-old me, you know, thinking I'm I'm gonna fall in love with this and I'm gonna love it for the rest of my life. So for that, yes to the album, no to history, no to the catalog.
I'm gonna give it 3 no's, and I'll tell you why. It I would give it critical of the album if it was before While the City Sleeps. While the City Sleeps is a perfect ender. Why can't we end on a Gene Noir? Like let's do that. Like it gives it some suspense, some substance. Murder in High Heels, it's schlocky Gene.
Yeah. And even
But
Murder in High Heels has like an abrupt ending. It goes that
yeah,
da-na-na-na, da-na, da-na, and then it just kind of has that.
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
could easily slip While the City Sleeps in after it. But yeah, I got to give it 3 no's. I got to give something 3 no's, and I think this is my only gripe about the album is just the placement of this track.
Mhm.
And for the, I mean, that makes this. I mean, I think I've got to move this up higher in my rankings, and I listen to this album a lot more than I thought I did. Because like when I'm listening to it today, I'm like, I feel like I just listened to this album, and I did. I mean, I listened to it like 3 or 4 days ago, just for fun, not even to think of anything for the show. So yeah, but if it was the track before, like that one that you can lose, but it's
Right.
there, like substance, you know, it's better than nothing. But not to end it. Like I want a memorable, I want a more memorable song to end an album.
Okay.
And
And
I
the
think
track,
the king of that was Dio. But
yeah. The tracking on this is weird because it's like you have a Paul to open the album, you have I Had Enough, Heaven's on Fire, two Paul songs, then a Gene song, then a Paul song, then a Gene song. And I get that. The first side, it makes sense because you don't want to bury Heaven's on Fire 3 tracks in and have, Paul's going to open the album. No way in hell he's going to have Gene open. Gene don't have an opener on this album. I mean, he just don't. So you're not gonna bury Heaven's on Fire after Burn Bitch Burn. So the first side is tracked perfectly. The second side, it's they almost could have done. You're once again, Paul's going to start the second side because Paul's producing the album. Paul's basically making the album.
and it's
You're
that
not
metal-ish song.
right, and you're not going to bury Thrills in the Night. What are you going to do? Put Thrills in the Night in between While the City Sleeps and Murder in High Heels? I mean,
No.
you're going to have it as that second track, just like you did Heaven's on Fire. So
It's
really, the
it,
only
it would
thing,
miss the mark if it's in
right,
that spot. Yeah. It would
right.
get
So
lost even
the
more
only
than it already
thing
was.
I agree with you. The only thing that made sense for them to make the album just a little bit better would be to flip While the City Sleeps with Murder in High Heels. And it really, neither one of them are a standout track above the other. Just the fact that it would feel more right to end the album with the While the City Sleeps song.
Yeah.
Do we know why this album is called Animalize? Was that after the cover was designed, or
I don't
what's
know.
the
That's a
story
good
behind that?
question.
I don't know the story behind why it's named Animalize.
I always thought it was a very like just off the wall kind of thing. But it's also like nobody else is ever going to use that. And when if you've ever heard that, or like if you walk up to a group of people and you hear somebody say Animalize, you know exactly what they're talking about because there's only one thing they could be talking about.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking about Animal Eyes.
Yeah. That,
Well, and it is weird to have an Animalize followed by Asylum.
Right.
But, and I get that Asylum was supposed to be Dynasty, but
Asylum was supposed to be Dynasty, yeah. And they just they finally used that name. Yeah.
hmm.
Uh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to kind of find out. If anybody knows in the comments.
yeah.
It is kind of fun to have two albums in a row that are just kind of a theme,
Right. Right.
a theme title.
It's different for them.
Right.
And I guess they did it with Dynasty and Unmasked too, if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think that Animalize, the name Animalize fits the album.
Yes.
And I think it
And the
definitely
era.
fit, and I think it definitely fit the era.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd like to see what other bands were doing, like naming their albums whenever Kiss was recording this album, to see if there's a name that they kind of like, oh, so and so named their
Oh, there's got to be like something like Sabotage or somebody has
Oh
to.
yeah.
somebody named their album this. So why don't we do something similar like Animalize?
But also think about it. Rat, Out of the Cellar, Animalize.
Mm-hmm.
Because this album to me could have easily been a Rat album.
Yeah.
Somebody Googled 1984 albums with animals themes.
1984 rock album titles. See if something comes up remotely sounding like Animalize.
Wasn't there a Scorpions one like that?
Love at First Sting.
Hmm.
What's another one for?
Somebody had something like that. I thought animal something, animal magnetism or animal.
Oh, that was Scorpions. That was one
Yeah.
of the Scorpion covers ever. With the
Was
girl
that
on her
that was
knees
the
and
titty?
two
Yeah.
Doberman pinchers.
Oh no. I thought it was the one with the titty with the gum.
Oh God, man, that album cover creeped me out as a kid.
It's weird, isn't it?
That and the Greg Kinn video.
Greg Kinn making another
Greg
appearance on
Kinn.
Critical Kiss.
All right.
Oh, and real quick before we move on, I made a Max Weinberg reference. Jean Beauvoir was in Little Steven's band when he left the E Street Band in '85.
Yep. And they
Well, there you
got
go.
and the way they got hooked up with John Beauvoir because he was the bass player in the Plasmatics.
Right.
Wendy
Oh,
O. Williams.
Yep.
Gene probably banged her.
For sure. They probably all did, honestly.
And I learned this last week. The Steve Stevens, Billy Idol's guitarist, was a session player on Peter Criss's "Let Me Rock You," and Bill
No
McCoy
shit.
Billy Idol.
That's right. No shit. I didn't know he played on that. I love Steve Stevens. That's awesome.
That's awesome. All right. Side A versus side B. Side A all the way for me. It's got I've Had Enough, Heaven's on Fire, Burn Bitch Burn, Get All You Can Take, and Lonely as the Hunter. It's side A all the way for me.
I probably would have said that too at one point. I'm going to go B though. I'm going to buck the system. Under the Gun, love it. Throws the Night, love it. And the last two, and recently,
The last two, they're better than nothing.
the last two, I don't know, the last two kind of get me. So yeah, I'm going side B.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no shade at all.
I gotta let the dogs out real quick. I'm going side B as well.
And I'm going side A. 5 absolute badass songs.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Side A,
Versus 2 really good, like Thrills in the Night is my favorite song off the album.
yeah.
100%. But that's just a strong five songs against 3.5.
Right. Two really good songs and two songs that together make one good song.
That's why I picked B. I think my most favorite ones are on the first two on side B. I like Heaven's on Fire. I like Burn Bitch Burn, but I think my two favorite ones are Under a Gun and Thrills in the Night.
Yeah.
You get that Paul dance. Looking for things in my way.
I hit the highway.
I need
Okay.
to record a video of me with my Paul guitar when I do the little dances.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll
I
do
gotta
that for
see
Asylum. I'll get some neon shit.
it.
The
All right.
glove.
Most critical and least critical song. Most critical song to me is probably Heaven's on Fire.
Mm.
Least critical, probably. It's a Gene song.
I think you have several to choose from.
Probably Murder in High Heels.
Definitely most for me is Heaven's on Fire. I mean, without a doubt. Least, um, yeah, there's just several Gene songs to choose from. But I'd go Lonely as a Hunter.
Hmm.
I'm gonna actually go Thrills in the Night as the
Ooh,
most
Hmm.
critical and Murder in High Heels as the least.
okay.
God, Rick, I want to do that so bad. I think Thrills in the Night is fucking just an amazing song. It's one of those Paul Stanley masterclass that we talk about. And it's
Mhm.
oh my God, it's so fucking good. But Heaven's on Fire being what it is, I have to because I try to be real as much as possible, even though I think Thrills in the Night's the better song. Heaven's on Fire is more memorable to the broad humanity horizon. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but the general population knows Heaven's on Fire. They don't know Thrills in the
Yeah,
Night.
right.
But if they did, I think now it would be like, man, that's a really good song. How did I
Hmm.
never hear this? Or they heard it once on the album when they listened to it at a friend's house or something and never heard it again.
So what'd you go with?
Oh, sorry. Heaven's on Fire and Murder in High Heels.
Murder in High Heels.
I thought I said I said Heaven's on Fire, but I didn't say Murder in High Heels.
All right. Um,
Maybe I just
well,
thought maybe I thought it was obvious.
I guess we can show what we have. I don't have a whole lot. I've just got
No,
this, and I've
same.
got the Mercury album that goes inside of it, the boring Mercury cover, and the slip
Here's a
with
fun one.
the lyrics.
This is the only Kiss album I have that I don't have the insert for, so I do have to get it again.
Oh,
What does everybody's Kiss logo on their Mercury look like? Are there any variants? I mean, mine looks like a silver
Mine's
Kiss.
underneath like that as well.
silver. I like
Over.
the baker's rack on the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
So
That is a hype sticker from the 80s.
I had a Mandela effect at
Ooh.
one point, and I thought my copy was a promo. But turns out it's my copy of Pyromania that's a promo.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
But I
And
don't
then
know how I got Animalize out of that.
this is the UK single. This came with a poster. I don't have the poster though.
I've got a couple of those on my watch list.
The
I want
Vertigo cover or
Yeah.
Vertigo
Oh, wow.
ring.
Is that the original hype sticker on the other one, Rick?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the 80s. Yeah.
From the old school?
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
when I get one, I'm gonna make sure it has that as well. 'Cause
says-
I think it's a cool one.
New Kiss classics, Heaven on Fire, Thrills in the Night, and I've Had Enough.
All Paul songs.
Wow, that's the
Yeah,
three that
yeah,
they
right.
That's
New
the three
Paul
they promoted.
classics.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass, Gene.
Probably.
I played this album for Stanley Tucci, and he only liked my songs. I had to get one in.
Paul Stanley, Stanley Tucci. You see the connection?
This is pretty cool. This is a Australian.
Scissors.
This is an Australian release
Oh yeah.
called The Singles. And you talk
Oh,
about
wow.
the most K-Tel looking
Oh,
freak
yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss cover
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
But I mean, this is an actual Kiss record.
Yeah.
And it's got I Was Made for Loving You, Rock and Roll All Night, Sure Know Something, Shout It Out Loud, Hard Luck Woman, Shandy, I Love It Loud. And side two is Strutter 78, Talk to Me, Beth, Detroit Rock City, Calling Dr. Love, Then She Kissed Me, Lick It Up, and Heaven's on Fire.
Oh, my God.
That's probably the best compilation.
that
Kiss
is a nice
the
little.
singles.
Yeah.
That is broad.
That's a nice little set there.
And everyone's favorite, the Carnival Mirror.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Why they didn't do a Carnival Mirror for Lick It Up, I don't know.
And that's flipped, right? Or
No,
is it just flipped on my screen?
no.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
just flipped on the screen.
Okay.
It's right. Yeah. Man.
It doesn't say Animalize, it just has the Kiss logo.
That picture served us well the last month promoting this.
Yep.
Go get the shirt. T Public.
Oh,
Us in that pose.
Um,
Also get the We Love Fancy Discount shirt on.
that was hilarious. That was a good
we
one.
love fancy discounts.
Oh, and after I buy Crazy Nights, it drops down to $13.
Of course. That's how it works. They sold a copy, so they wanted to put it on sale so people would buy it.
We're watching you.
Now, Dynasty has everyone confused because the case and the liner notes and all that and the poster are the German S's, but the disc is not.
What? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice that when you showed it.
It's crazy.
That is nuts. With a Kiss S.
Mhm.
Now, where'd you get those at? Where'd you find those at?
Amazon.
Amazon? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Do we have trivia? Anybody have a trivia question?
Hey, trivia could be what's the story behind Animalize?
Yeah.
Title.
Yeah. And if you don't know the real reason,
Do it. Say it.
come up with your
Boom.
version
Boom.
of how they came up with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nuts.
That is
And
awesome. I was
we
like,
will-
oh, please, yes, go there.
We will pick the
We will pick the best.
the best and talk about it in the next video.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome. Yep. Come up with
Whoever
your
wins that, you make an actual post of their explanation.
Yeah, I will.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love how we were all right there. It was like, this is happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say in the unmasked, in the non-makeup era, we get very fun at the end.
Yes.
We do.
And that I knew it would be that way. Said that at the beginning. We're gonna take off during the non-makeup era because nobody talks about it.
Mhm.
We do here. We talk
Oh,
about it
God.
all.
I swear to God, we have to have a Crazy Nights New Jersey sleepover.
There we go. Crazy Nights, New Jersey sleepover.
That might have to be a Friday night after dark. Critical Kiss.
Hey, my Fridays are usually open.
We all
Pajama
wear
jammy jam.
pajamas. Yeah.
Pajama
Hey,
jammy jam.
AJ has a couple of beards.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sleep naked, so you're in luck.
Woo! You're in love.
I'm only naked from the waist down, like right now.
Isn't that how everybody records?
My ass is stuck to this leather seat.
Andy
sounds
had a
like-
phantom
sounds
wipe
like-
earlier, so it could
Yeah.
be.
When I go to get up, sounds like somebody pulling off contact paper.
That's right. Call you a taffy ass.
Yeah, I had a fancy discount wipe earlier. That was nice. Still thinking about that.
When the
Yeah.
balls
Okay.
come off.
We got anything else?
Just socials.
Oh yeah. Yeah, reintros.
Reintros. Brant Meredith, In My Head on YouTube. Instagram, X, and Patreon, and TeePublic, and TikTok, and just come hang out. Let's watch videos.
Underscore AJR Zetro 1975. AJ's Happy Fun Time channel on YouTube.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Rick from It's All For You Demon on Instagram and YouTube.
And I'm Tommy of Critical Kiss fame. I'll give a shout out. Shout out to my wife. Her and her friend Kayla started the podcast. Go listen to that. Follow them on socials. They even have a TikTok that I think I'm in a video. But undocumented millennials. So if you're of my age group, you'll like it.
Undocumented millennials.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Are
and
are
I
you
actually produce the show. So
Are you knowingly in the back of one of them?
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
you just kind of walk by in your underwear like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Are you guys recording in there? I'm eating a bowl of chili and it's all over my chest hair. All the cheese. Don't ever
From
eat
your-
chili with cheese shirtless because
Naked?
the cheese does get in your chest hair.
From your chest pubes to your ball throw.
Ball throw, yeah. Yes.
So when is Crazy Nights going to be? Is Crazy Nights September?
September, yeah.
That's
We
my
just-
birthday month.
We have
Was it re-
Asylum.
Was it released in September or November?
I thought it was
Crazy-
summer.
I don't know.
Was Crazy Nights?
So many Kiss albums were September. It's hard.
I know. I think it's November though for some reason, and that makes no sense because
I remember buying the tape in the summer,
Crazy Nights. It's a summer album.
but maybe that's when I just got it. That
September
was my
18th.
first
Same day as the solo albums.
Crazy
September.
September 18th. Yep.
Okay.
Crazy Nights also
Also my brother's birthday.
can be a winter record. It's crazy how it does that to me.
It's all over the place.
It's a summer night record, definitely.
Oh.
On blue, but then there's also a weird, like snowy winter vibe to it. Sometimes, like I don't know if it's the cover or the blue.
We're really gonna hit that odd like Kiss. There's two sides. There's you'll either love Crazy Nights or you hate it.
Oh man, so many good memories with that one. But
And
that's total.
Yes.
I think
Total
we're
summer
I
album.
think we're leaning more towards the positive.
I used to love to hate it,
I'm
but it has grown on me.
Oh yeah, Brent, you're on the fence about it.
Actually,
I will go down. I will die.
I'm gonna have to cut this part out because I don't want people to know about it. But go ahead.
I will die predicting that Crazy Nights will be the one album from the 80s that becomes like a cult thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 14-year-old girls with the Crazy Night shirt on thing.
I also need an original Crazy Nights.
And they won't really know why, but it'll just be like, oh, I like this, and it'll be like celebrities wearing a Crazy Night shirt.
Yeah.
Crazy with
Paul
Kiss.
Stong.
Oh god, yeah. Paul's bikini briefs.
so I bought this. I didn't own this album until I reviewed it. And then when I reviewed it, I bought it. And I bought this album just basically to have to hold up like a prop like this. You see how tight this cellophane is?
Yeah.
You see that? This is an original sealed.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's okay.
That if any Kiss record needs a Mylar release,
Yes.
That would be fucking
So Rick,
sweet.
you buy the Mylar release of Crazy Nights?
oh, I totally would.
I would.
And that's why I feel horrible about bashing Kiss and saying I want out. I know when I say I want out,
They
you
pull me
release
back
martial art outfits. Fuck you. Like I say I want out, and then they're gonna release a Mylar Crazy Nights, and I'm gonna be all
Be like, "Ka-ching."
I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
and like Anaheim. I want the CD box set so much, but it's at $70. I'm just gonna buy the $13 CD.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's the route I'm going to go to.
Because I don't need the coin. Like,
No, oh, no.
I would like the book, but how
Yeah.
often am I going to look at that book?
I'd like the book. That's why one of the things that the KOL would do, take our advice, the think tank that we are, offer the damn books by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said, Tommy, how much of that book is going to be in the Destroyer book? Or similar?
Yeah.
Or something similar?
Probably
Similar.
Some
the
similar.
exact same shit.
Something similar. Comment down in the comments if you know what we're talking about when we say something similar.
Tommy was like, I was going to cut all this out. Now I got to keep that.
Now I got to
Yeah,
keep
right.
it in.
Now I gotta keep it. But that's
You know,
people
honestly,
commented they
this
love.
this is the first episode. I think all I'm gonna cut is the pee break. I think this was one of our best episodes.
And people love us just kind of hanging at the end,
Yeah.
letting it hang out, you know.
But on that note, I gotta piss again, and I'm hungry, and
Okay.
Have a good
I
night.
I know AJ's ready to go night night. So until next month with Asylum, subscribe and follow, and go buy Rick's book.
Yes.
Love you, mean it. Bye.
I got Rick's book too. Bye.